the vintage weekend it's getting to be almost the East against the West now. I mean, we've had entries from Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, New York, had them from as far as Utah and Washington State in big numbers. I mean, it wasn't just a few here or there. So now it's to the point where the guys from out East come out and meet up with the Midwest guys, and they all like that because they get to test their skills against the best. And then if you win a race here at the Derby track, you've raced against the best vintage races there is in the world, and this is the largest vintage race in the world.
This is like Daytona snowmobile racing. Come out here, you're racing against the best of the best. They're all here. Anybody that's anybody is here racing at Eagle River. To win here is really special because you know you've accomplished something. You've beat everybody that there is to beat.
There isn't any other track in this world that's like the Derby track. And the people here are great. The racing is great. The facility is just fantastic. And I'm just happy to be here. I'm just lucky that we have this chance to be up here.
I build vintage sleds for a hobby, and we started racing vintage sleds. And now I have my son-in-law's brother involved, so we do it as a family affair.
I'm here for the fun, you know, it's cool. See a lot of nice old iron and everything, you know. Actually, my buddies talked me into coming and racing around here, so that's why I'm here.
Back in '95 is when they started vintage racing here. There was 8 sleds, and now today, this is 2010, we have over 800 entries. That's pretty incredible to see in just a few years of running how much it's changed.
Basically, what's driving vintage racing right now is it all comes from the heart. It's all everybody had a sled like that and remembers it, and then when you get into the vintage community, it's a great big family, and everybody knows everybody. Everybody will help everybody, and you know that is the passion of the sport that drives it. This year we ended up with 816 entries total. You know, it's the fastest growing thing in snowmobiling right now is the vintage aspect of it. It is amazing when you see the equipment that's coming out and how far they've come just in 5 years. You know, the stuff looks better than it does when it was new, and it goes faster than it did when it was new. Snowcross class out here, it's 76 and older sleds. And we're thinking of moving that next year to 85 and older sleds to even get more entries in that area. The snowcross is just amazing to watch them old sleds out there. They weren't designed to do that, and there's hoods coming off, and the guys, it's a really thrashing out there to see them on those sleds with no suspension compared to the new guys with all the 2 feet of suspension. It is inexpensive, and there's classes for everybody, from the guy that wants to, the pro that wants to go out there and race, even myself, when I wasn't a racer, and I put a sled together from scratch, and and I raced for 3 years, and it was neat. It was a dream I always had to get out on the racetrack, and I did it.